Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. One of the recent things that's been going on with this channel is ever since I started using the teardrop as a backdrop for my videos, a lot of companies that make items for RVs and camping and outdoor life have been reaching out to me wanting to send me products to try and see what my thoughts are. So recently a company called Thermomate reached out and wanted me to try out one of their products. And let me open this thing up and show you guys what they sent. Dun, 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 dun. Here it is. Check it out. This is the Thermomate portable on-demand water heater. So the things that they tout about this product is that it's lightweight, instant and endless supply of hot water, on and off shower head, 34,000 BTUs an hour. Now this runs off of propane, and I just happen to have my propane kit over here. So before we start looking at trying to test this thing, let's tear into the box and see what comes with this unit. So in the box, we have a box in the box. In the small box, we have our, looks like our shower head. So we got a couple of different adapters. We've got some screws for mounting, some washers, some seals, and then we have the shower head set up. I don't want to open this up just yet because I don't want to lose any parts for it. And then of course we have the unit itself. And that's really all that's in the box. All right, so there it is. It is super lightweight, I will say that. And of course we have our instruction book. So this is definitely lightweight. So it's one of those things where I'm not gonna worry too much about hanging this up on something that it's gonna put a strain on it. Like if I were to put a mount on the outside of the camper here, I'm not gonna worry that while it's hanging there, it's gonna end up damaging the camper because it doesn't have enough weight to worry about it. Heck, that 5-gallon propane can weighs more than this thing. So on the front, you have dials that will allow you to adjust your temperature and your flow. And of course, we have our regulator for our standard propane can. On the back here, you can see we have our battery box. This is for the igniter. We have our gas inlet, our water outlet, our drain plug, and our water inlet. Now, a couple of things that the company says about this product is that this will provide a steady water flow regardless of the water pressure. They claim that this works even with water under low pressure. Now, this does not come with a water pump. It's going to have some kind of a direct source of water that's under pressure, or if you want to add a water pump to it, say if you're going to be using lake water or something like that, this will not pump the water for you. You're going to have to add a pump to that. Now this is instant hot water. This is not something where anything's got to preheat or warm up. As soon as you turn it on, you're getting your hot water. This unit also has freeze protection so that you don't have to worry about constantly clearing it out if you're in cold conditions. It's not going to freeze up on you and cause damage to the unit. And some of their use scenarios that they point out is, of course, for an RV, for camping and things like that, or if you want to fill your pool with warm water, or if you want to give your pet a bath and you don't want to have to do it with cold water, this is a good way to go. Something that just occurred to me is if you have a pool in your backyard, or if you have a splash pad or something that your kids are always using, having this hanging outside the back door so that the kids can rinse off before they come back in the house, it's probably not a bad idea. So on the back of the unit, you'll see that there's a couple of ways that you can mount it. You have anchor points here, here, and here, and then you have this metal bar that will allow you to hang it on some kind of existing hook. If you want to just mount it temporarily to something, you can do that. Also, the way this mounting point is set up, if you just want to use a single bolt to hang this on, you don't have to permanently mount it into anything in order to be able to use it. It's designed to be portable and temporary. All right, so that's the unboxing. You see what's in the box, you see what you get. Now let's take it out somewhere and let's try this thing out. So overall, setup of the unit is pretty easy. Of course, you're gonna need some kind of supply of propane. In order to hook this thing up, you've got to hook it up to a water source. And then of course, you're gonna attach your water source to the unit itself. You're gonna hook up your propane. The propane hose comes already attached to the unit. You don't have to worry about making any kind of special connections or anything like that. And then you just simply attach it to your fuel source. Turn on your gas. When it comes to attaching the water supply, I will tell you, go out and get a quick connect setup. This was a little bit of a hassle. Given the nature of the connections, the hose kept getting twisted up and was trying to unscrew itself in the process of me trying to put it on. So get a quick connect, something to make it easy just to snap it in place and then unsnap it when it's time to go. So let's look at the equipment here. This is the shower head that comes with the unit. And my guess is, I haven't tested this yet. My guess is that once the water flow starts, that this is going to detect that and then it's going to set off the igniter. There is no on-off switch. There's no light on this that tells you that it's running. I guess you're just going to know when you get hot water or you don't get hot water. This also comes with a mount that allows you to set this up someplace so that you can just hang it out of the way, and you can also use it while it's hanging up. It's got an adjustable head on it so that you don't have to take this down in order to get it to go wherever you want the water flow to go. Let's fire this thing up and let's see what I can do with it. All right, so I've turned the water on. I could hear the water going through the unit, so I know it's doing what it's supposed to. There's no leaks. There's nothing. There was a little bit of a leak here because I didn't tighten this up quite enough, but there are no leaks from the unit itself, either through the water supply or the water out. We're going to turn up our water flow. We're going to turn up our temperature. We're going to go all the way to the top, and we're going to see what happens when we turn this on. Fingers crossed that we're going to get hot water. I hear it firing up in there. We're going to get, ooh, it's already heating up. We got hot water, people. Wow, that is nice. It's a good temperature. It's not scorching hot at this point. We've got maximum flow of water, maximum heat, and this is on a household faucet. So you can see the amount of water pressure that we're getting. It's not scalding me at all. It's perfectly comfortable for showering. It'd be good for washing your kids, good for washing your dog. It's not going to be overly hot. I don't see this being something where you're going to have to worry about somebody accidentally getting scalded if they turn it all the way up to take a shower. Let's dial it back and let's see what we get. I mean, I'm impressed. This thing fired right up. No issues, no nothing. Even on the lowest setting, the water is comfortably lukewarm. I could run this over my head as a shower and be perfectly fine. Let's adjust the water flow and see what happens. Okay, that's cool. Gives us a good, steady, low flow of water. It actually feels, ooh. Okay, so when you turn the water flow down, obviously it's going to slow down the amount of water that's going through here, which means that it's catching more heat before it hits the shower head. The water coming out now is much hotter than it was when I had the heat maxed out and the water flow maxed out. So if you really want a good hot shower, then you're going to turn your water pressure down and then turn your heat up. Let's see what happens now. Got it on as low a water pressure as I can get, maximum amount of heat. This might be a little dangerous. Okay, yeah, that's super hot. So now we know if we need really, really hot water, turn down your flow, turn up your heat, and you can see it's steaming. Look at that. How amazing is that? So if you're at the campsite, you're using this to, say, wash dishes, this is how you want to do that. Max out that heat, get it as hot as it's going to go. The shower head is starting to warm up a little bit. So this is one of those things where it'd be good to run it in short cycles like this, or to have it on that mount, because that is going to get a little hot on your hands pretty quick. Let's dial that back down. Let's turn that up. So let's see, low heat and super high pressure. It's lukewarm, but it's comfortable. This thing's pretty awesome. You also have an adjustment for the sprayer up here. Right now I've got it on this maximum spray. There's a mid setting where you see there's a little more pressure coming out of the middle of the shower head and still some spray on the outside. And then this setting here is more of a focused spray. There's our dishwasher right there. We're going to turn that up. We're going to turn that down. We're going to have that focused spray, and we're going to wash dishes like that. Yeah, folks, I think we've got a winner here. This thing is super cool. Now, what can you do with this thing other than showering at the campsite and washing dishes? If you've got like a little kiddie pool in your backyard that you want to turn into an instant hot tub, there you go. Now it's going to use up some propane. I'm not sure right off the top of my head what the flow rate is for the propane. For example, how long you're going to be able to run this thing before you're going to run out of a certain amount of propane. I'll see if I can find that flow rate, and I'm going to pop it up here so that you can see. I'll also put up some information about BTUs and things like that. All right, let's shut this baby off. Being able to use hot water to bathe your pets is a great application for this. Let me see if Bobby wants it. Bobby, you want? No? Okay, no bath for Bobby. So there you have it, folks. The Thermomate on-demand portable hot water heater. This thing has impressed me. Look, it's a very simple thing. There's only so much demonstrating I can do with it. We know it works, we know it's fast, we know it's hot, and we know it's safe. If you're a camper that hates using public showers, this is a great thing to put in your kit and have on your camper. But it's also great just for using around the house. There's so many applications for this that you can take this thing anywhere you go and you've got instant hot water. So there'll be a link down below so that you can go look and see what the pricing is. And Thermomate has given me a discount code for my viewers, so you'll see what the price is with my discount. But this one gets my stamp of approval. I am very happy, very impressed with this thing. This is gonna be something I'm gonna keep with the teardrop camper so that I can use this thing in my travels. But that's gonna wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope you got to see a product that maybe you weren't familiar with. But until the next time, prepare for the world that you live in, not the one you wish existed. And we'll see you around.